We are in Fallon, Nevada. We're literally in a desert, in a bourbon desert. That's like 6 bottles of Blantons I've seen for like $80-something.
We're mortal enemies. My family's from Huntsville.
Oh God. Okay, I got the craziest price I've ever seen right here though. $1,200 on them. I didn't even see it sitting there, man. They come back at $99. We're gonna split that case. All right, this is going to be a little bit of a different type of bourbon hunt. We are in Fallon, Nevada. Had a great time at Frey Ranch yesterday, and we are headed down to Las Vegas. And I'm gonna stop at every single liquor store that looks interesting. Not everyone. It's like a 6 or 7 hour drive at least. Got my friend Jason with me here. Yo. And we're gonna see if we can't find some whiskey in the back country of Nevada. Nevada, I forget which one y'all get mad about. Nevada, that's the right one. Nevada. First stop, actually didn't film in the store, but this Mart rolled in there, saw something really interesting. We were just getting gas. It's a gas station liquor store in a small town. Didn't think it was gonna be anything, but they had 3 Blantons there for MSRP and a couple of Eagle Rares. I can't buy stuff like that. We are very limited on space. I've got a checked bag and Jill just filled it with honey and different things from Frey. So I've probably got room this whole trip at 2 days bourbon hunting for 3 or 4 bottles tops. So we're gonna have to be super selective on this trip, but at least we'll see what we can find. First of all, it's like 20 degrees here today. This man's rolling around in short sleeve shirt like a boss. We're in Hawthorne, I believe, looking at a map, and we found this tiny little Clark's Liquor right here, and we are gonna go check it out. And judging by the decanter bottles, it's been here for a minute. Is your bourbon back here? Right, all of it's right here? Okay. Some Buffalo Trace. Y'all ever get any like allocated, harder to find bourbons in, or?
Just the Blantons.
Just the Blantons? I walked right in by, didn't even see it.
That's the only thing I got last. Eagle Rare and Weller's, forget it. I haven't got those 2 in, oh my gosh, months.
What price do you sell your Blantons for?
74.
74. It's a great price on that. Appreciate it. Thank you. Including that gas station we stopped at that I didn't film. That's like 6 bottles of Blantons I've seen for like $80-something and below, which that's a pretty good price. 75 bucks. Like I can't tell you the last time I saw it for that price. Like even in state controlled, like Alabama, it's probably pushing that these days. She's selling it at MSRP-ish, I would assume, for this state. Maybe the bubble has burst. I mean, there was a time for a few years there where you're not gonna see Blanton sitting on a shelf. You're definitely not gonna see it sitting on a shelf at MSRP. Now it could just be we're in the middle of freaking nowhere and nobody drinks high-end bourbons here. So we're gonna keep rolling, see if we find another liquor store here or just continue down the road. Stores like that though, also good to look for Dusties. I glanced, I didn't see anything. We've driven like 100 and something miles and not seen another liquor store. Probably should have been a little more aggressive when we got started about going to every single liquor store in those towns instead of the convenient ones, because there haven't been a lot of options. So we're gonna get a little more aggressive here and start stopping at every gas station that says it sells liquor. Technically, this is Tonopah, and there are no liquor stores in Tonopah according to Google Maps. So if that says it sells liquor, that one over there says it sells liquor. Let's check them out. It's all up behind the counter there.
Is there a liquor store here in town? Here at the grocery store.
Well, I appreciate it. Well, that's what happens when you dig too hard sometimes. I think there's a Raley's down the road, which is the grocery store he was talking about that would have a little bigger selection. Let's go check that out. This is not a grocery store in town. This is the grocery store in town. So when they say at the grocery store, I assume this is the one. All right, that's Ben Holiday repping over here. That's such a good bottle for $60. Like right there, those 3. Like a Green River Full Proof for $56 is just absurd. Single barrel proof Rise. My favorite Penelope bottle. Love that one. Rum cask finish Yellowstone. We just came from Frey, so expect to see a lot of that around here.
Billet single malt, don't know much about that.
I know nothing about that. Johnny Walker Blue, my favorite Irish whiskey. I know it's Scotch. Like, give me a break.
Last chance if you want a Willet or a Whistle Pig for half off.
That one must be not selling. Because everything here's on discount, but that one's on severe discount. No bourbon is going to be harmed in the making of this video, it appears. We should have dug harder early. We should have dug harder in those 2 towns. I thought there'd be lots of opportunities. Thing is, we got started super early, so not too many stores open and things when we were just getting started rolling. Now that we're several hours into this journey, we're literally in a desert, in a bourbon desert. It's gonna pick up as we get closer to Vegas though. All right, today has not gone as planned. We were in Fallon, Nevada. We were working our way down to Las Vegas. Lots of little towns through there, or at least several little towns through there. We thought we would stop at all the liquor stores in all of those towns, and this would be a really cool video. And I could film in Vegas tomorrow maybe. But we got started early. Half the stores were closed. Half the stores turned out to be bars. Thank you, Google. And the rest of them barely had any whiskey at all. We did see several stores though with Blanton's at MSRP sitting on the shelf, nobody wanting it. That's a new thing, but it didn't make a good bourbon hunt. So we are going to just reboot. Right now we are in the Centennial Hills district of the greater Las Vegas area, for those that like specificity. And this first store is the Liquor Box. Got some Dalmores back there. Boss Hog hanging out, a couple of them. How's the bourbon selection here?
I think it's fantastic, but I'm a novice.
It's the fancy stuff.
It is got tequila and the whiskey and bourbon and.
Now, if these are sitting here, I'm assuming it's gonna be secondary pricing on a lot of it.
You'd be surprised. Our E.H. Taylors.
Yeah.
These two are $399.99.
Okay.
This one is $999. $99.99.
Okay, so that one's 100 and the barrel proof is 4.
These two are $399.99. Eagle Rare, I think we have it at $79, $89.
89?
Our
Okay.
Blanton's Gold, when we have it, is $99, and then the other one I think is $149.
So it just varies depending on the bottle.
Yes.
What about these Stag Juniors right here?
The Stags, $149.99.
Okay.
We just got in the 10-year Whistle Pig, the Piggy Bank Rye. We just got that one in.
That's not for me.
Whistle Pig's not.
Some of them are
Some of
good,
them?
but like
Okay.
they're definitely not the piggy bank.
I have noticed that I have learned in the last 7 months that everybody's flavor profiles are completely different.
Oh, of course. What's your favorite?
I love the Woodford Reserve malted and their rye. The double oaked is my third out of that line.
So your 2 favorite bourbons are not bourbon?
No, it's just a whiskey. Yes. My absolute favorite is the Japanese whiskey we have up here.
So you like the malt whiskey more?
I do, which is weird because I don't like beer.
It's definitely different in a whiskey. Yeah.
And I'm definitely more of a rye girl.
Well, Parker's sitting right there. I didn't even see that. 14 years. That's a cognac finish.
Where are you guys from?
Basically Auburn, Opelika, but Auburn, Alabama.
I'm sorry, we're mortal enemies. My family's from Huntsville.
Oh God, can't go anywhere without finding a Bammer. The Weller single barrel and the Michter's 10 rye. I wouldn't mind seeing prices on those. Like $150 on a Stag. If I didn't have one, that's kind of the tops of what I'm willing to pay for one.
The Weller is $399.99. The Michter $249.99.
That's actually not bad at all on that.
Where are you at on them?
Where am I at on the prices? I mean, I'm not anywhere at this point.
Trying to get a barrel of that next year.
Of a Weller single barrel. Do they do the orange label single barrel? I don't think they do they? It'll be a foolproof or a 107.
No, it's going to be a single barrel with my label, so it'll be a little bit different. I might probably get the antique, but I'm trying to get the single barrel.
What do you think the price on a single barrel should be?
When I get it over in Pahrump, I get it for roughly around 120.
Michter's is, like I said, it should be like the 199 is where it should be.
Yeah, the price on that's not bad.
Yeah, they're all over the board of the pricing. Even in, I have a house in Pahrump and a house in California. In California, you go to one store and a Weller single barrel is like $600. You go to another one, it's $199. It's all over the board.
So if I offered you a couple of $100, would you take it?
For the Weller single
Yeah.
barrel? I could do 199.
What about your Thomas Handy's there?
I got them at like 499. Thomas Handy, I could come down 150.
So you'll do a 350 on it, is what you said? I'm having to do math. My math's not mathing today.
I was debating about the Thomas Handy. I mean, I have one in the car that's open. That's about half drank already. So I'm like, I might replace it if it's this year's, but $349 is still a little high for me.
What would be your price on it?
Probably do like $250.
Like I said, I can get $399 all day long, and then if I lowered it. So I just, like I said, I'm hitting my bottom number on what I can
That's
do.
fair. So how's the bourbon culture here in the Vegas area?
It's highly sought after. I mean, you're starting to see so many liquor stores in this town, and so many people that are into bourbon clubs and all that other stuff. We're only open a little over a year, so.
Wow, that's a good allocation for
Yeah.
a year.
Well, like I said, I'm buying 100-case lots of everything to get, Sazerac takes pretty good care of the people that take care of them. So.
I mean, I think that's part of what a lot of people don't realize, though, is that you've got to sit on a lot of inventory of other stuff to get these bottles when they get mad if you're, you know, raising the price.
You don't have to if you actually sell the stuff that you're buying a lot of.
I can't think of another business, though, where a business owner owns something that has a market value and people get mad at them for selling it at that market value. I think it's really because there are two markets here. There's the drinkers and there's the collectors. And to a drinker, that bottle's worth, you know, MSRP. To a collector, it's worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for it. I'm debating, should I do 2 on that one?
On which one?
The single barrel.
Check around the store too. There's some.
Okay, we'll go over there and see what's up. Anything over here like not allocated that we should know about? Anything, any little hidden gems?
Old Forester.
Oh, wow,
My,
okay.
That's my liquor box. That's the first pick I got, the store pick I got. So that's very tasty. I got some of that in back if you ever want to try that. I got this one that's new that everyone's raving about, the smoke eye.
I don't know if I've seen one of those maybe once in a store. They sent us those bottles though.
I'm starting to work with these guys pretty good. They're going to be in this week. I got the Rio, but I had the 9 and 10 year.
I got to find some of their estate collection. I haven't come across one of those yet. Yeah.
Same with Smoke Wagon. They've got some highly allocated barrels that they pull out every year. So I'm not privy to that, but that's more their clubs and stuff.
Penelope Rio sitting right there on the shelf. Don't see that very often. 10-year-old Jack Daniels. Of course, the new Larceny barrel proof labels. That old Granddad 16 was fine. It's not a $200 bottle to me. Of course, Frey Ranch. Big fans of them. Is that the wheated? Yeah, the wheated right there. The smoked maple, it just doesn't sound like something I would
I'm
want.
starting to like the maple. I got a couple other ones. I'm going like, well, why would you put maple in? I got a barrel of Buffalo Trace too, which like I said, tastes better than the original. It yielded out of the barrel 21 cases. And so it's gone from 15 to 21 cases on the barrel. So that means because they got to knock it down to 90, that means it had to come out at like 136 proof. It's amazing how much different taste in those barrels on single barrels that you get from Buffalo Trace. It's starting to get a following too. This Dock and Wider. I got like
Those are the World Whiskey Society ones, I think. I think that's who put these out.
178 proof they come out with right out of
That's the single malt. Yeah, I'm not a single malt guy. I think they have some bourbon though.
Yeah.
I probably should pick one of those up at some point. I think I'm gonna take you up on that single barrel. I need a backup, so we've got one on the bar.
He wants to try it.
Well, there you go. Let him try it.
Oh, it's a little hot.
See, it's too hot. You want to sell those. You don't want to keep them. Hold the bottle up. Let me see it. That's this year's Handy.
This year's Thomas Handy.
I haven't tried that one yet. Maybe tomorrow.
Gets smooth after.
Yeah, after you acclimate to it a little bit. All right, so you couldn't resist.
Yeah, I couldn't resist.
Well, that was much more eventful than any of the stores we stopped at this morning. Definitely a secondary store, but I think that's going to be every store we run into here. I overpaid for a Weller single barrel. I did, but I really wanted to buy a nice bottle. Now knowing that he got that Thomas Handy for $3, that would have been a better buy. I should have just paid $3 for that and not paid $2 for the single barrel. Single barrel's not my favorite in the lineup, but I'm also almost out of the one at home. I've got some friends and some employees in town here for the show that I'm here for. And so I really wanted a nice bottle for us to pop and try. The Handy would have been a better buy to do that. This next store doesn't even have a name. On Google, it just says liquor. It's in a gas station. I've been judging gas station liquor stores, but that 7-Eleven, those twice barrels, I mean, that Michter's 10 rye. I'm gonna regret not buying that when I need one.
You guys need help?
We were just doing a little bourbon hunting. Is this all your whole liquor selection over here?
I can put you up on some real game if you want to know.
Yeah, show me the real game.
So the liquor store, which is Lee's Liquor, is over the freeway, but it's a place called Dotty's back here in the back.
Okay.
Dotty sell liquor. It's a wall of it.
Struck out there, but she put us on the real game. So we're gonna, I guess we're gonna see what Dottie's is up to. Dottie's Gaming and Spirits.
Your game absolutely sucks!
You see anything that interests you? Okay. All right, game does not recognize game because there were some games in there, but it wasn't a bourbon game. So let's go on to the next store. And the next store is Allstar Minimart. Not real hopeful. That E.H. Taylor been sitting up there so long, the label's faded. $130 on an antique. I mean, that's getting close. $250 on the Stags, $219 on Jack 10. Of course, $85 on a Blanton's. Like, that's what's funny. Blanton's is coming back down to MSRP almost everywhere. Now, do y'all typically negotiate on price, or the price is the price?
The man inside might negotiate the price with you.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I appreciate it. All right, so it sounds like you got to come here in the morning if you want to negotiate, but honestly, almost all of those bottles would require a level of negotiation and skill set that I do not have. I do not possess the ability to talk somebody from a $700 bottle to like $150. I can't. Y'all might could do that. I can't figure out how to do that. Honestly, don't even have the balls to attempt it. Okay, I won't even try, because if you're that far off on the price, like, what are we doing? Like, you know, I might get it down, but I'm not going from 7 to like 100 or 200. That just seems like a big jump. Let me know in the comments right now, what's the biggest discount you've ever gotten on a bottle? Like the price it's sitting there and the price you got it for without it being a friend, without it being like somebody you already knew, like walked into a store randomly and you negotiated them down. Give me your best buy you've ever had. Let's get on to this next store. Although we did do some pretty good negotiation. I mean, I don't even remember now, but that single barrel Weller might be half of what he was asking and 40% off of Thomas Handy. Pretty good negotiations, but it's different going from 4 to 2 than it's going from 7 to 2. Like, that's a big jump to me. So y'all keep me informed, but we are now at King's Liquor. Is that where we're at? Is that what this is? Yep. King's Liquor. Jack 10s and 12s right there, 160, 199. 300 on a Rock Hill. More Rock Hill than I've ever seen in my entire life. $70 on an E.H. Taylor small batch, though. Are the prices just set, or is there any negotiation room?
Depends. I think you're buying quite a bit. The owner will work with you.
What is that new riff right there? Winter Whiskey Bottle and Bond. Goose Island Bardstown collab. I hear one of those was really good. The one I got was not.
I haven't had a Basil Hayden I liked. I've all been.
I mean, they're fine. They're just kind of bland. I mean, E.H. Taylor at MSR. Normally, I'd be jumping all over that. I'm not. I've got several of those at home, and I'm not flying that home. But that's a good deal. What's your price on a Rock Hill? What would you be willing to pay on a Rock Hill?
Most I would pay on a Rock Hill would be $150. That'd be if I really needed it. I've got
You don't
two.
really need it?
I got 2 at home. So.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I got a couple. I feel like those Knob 18s are coming down. I don't remember what the price was, but I think I remember it being more than that. Thank you. All right, guys, that was a successful bourbon hunt here. Had a great time with Jason. We got some negotiation we want. Do what? Yeah. Do you like bourbon?
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite? You don't even know.
No, I drink too much. But I've been on, I've been on white clear liquor right now. I like it all. I ain't got no certain one.
This store right here has E.H. Taylor for like $80.
That's what you mess with?
That's pretty good. I mean, for $80, that's a good bottle.
Where you come from?
I'm out of Alabama.
Oh, okay. I see you walking. I'm like, oh, he doing it.
We got a YouTube channel where we just go bourbon hunting. So anytime I'm in a place, we just go check out the liquor store, see what kind of bourbon we find.
Yeah, because I'm trying to start me a little channel too.
What's yours going to be about?
Spider.
Spiders?
Tarantula. I got tarantula, so it's going to be like everything better with a spider. So I'm going to be doing everything with a spider. So I wish I had my spider with me. I'd have put it out and came and walked over to you. But I had my spider. I'm going to pull your thing. I'm going to follow you on there, man.
Okay.
You on YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube is our primary platform.
Oh, yeah, nice meeting you, man.
Yeah, it's good to meet you as well. All right, well, that was cool. I thought we got recognized there for a second, but no, he just saw the camera and assumed we were YouTubers. So we're going to hit another store and see if we can't find even more whiskey. All right, this next stop is Centennial Liquors, is what it said on Google Maps, but it's a freaking 7-Eleven. So we're going to go into the 7-Eleven and see what kind of whiskey we can find.
What are we looking for, guys?
We're just bourbon hunting, checking out the bourbon
Absolutely.
selection.
Take a look.
Look, there's 10 rye there for $210,
all
$220.
kind of stuff.
It's a big selection.
I have 3 major cabinets down that way as well.
Oh, the single barrel
This
rise.
is our barrel. We have the whole barrel. They gave it to us with a silver plaque that has our store name on it, Centennial Liquor.
Yeah, what's the price on that?
Let me double check that for you because
I didn't even see it sitting there, man. What's the MSRP on this bottle, do you know? 2023 limited. If they come back at $99, we're going to split that case, and I may have to have you ship them to me.
$81 out the door.
$81?
81 and some change.
Okay. You don't have any? I want all of them, yes. Wasn't going to buy much whiskey. There's how many in there? And it is, you check to make sure it's that exact release? Okay. 30 years of stout aged in bourbon barrels. These are Basil Hayden Booker's, of course, the normal release 2021, 2022. And the coffee stout, Screaming Titan right there.
Yeah, so your Michter's 10 that
I saw the
looking
10
at
rye
earlier.
when we first came in for $220 here. It's worth that price.
That doesn't get any better than that because I mean MSRP is $200 on that bottle. So
Yeah, I think it's more than that at the distillery. So with the really highly allocated stuff, do they normally y'all just normally put it out, or?
It depends. It depends on if the owner has bought it with something specific in mind, like if he has some kind of like deal he's pushing it with, or if he's just looking for it because it's hard to find. If it's hard to find, sometimes he will not
Okay.
And then I pass information from customers that are like yourself, that are very active in that hunt, and then I pass you on to him, and then he lets you know private selection and everything else.
Thank you. Well, that was a freaking surprise right there. Like, I had no expectations on the 7-Eleven liquor store, but we found half a case of freaking 2023 Jack Daniel's special release twice barreled rye. Like, man, like I believe maybe below MSRP. I don't know. Like, that's crazy. On to the next door. And now H&H discount liquors. Let's see if they're discounted. I doubt they're discounted. Ooh, huge selection. Do it. Break it down. 300 on a Jack T, 100 proof Old Forester single barrel for $174. Got the Weller line up right there.
There's your WOW there, $3,000.
Yeah, that's, see the way my checkings and savings is set up.
See, look at the 15 years, $4,000.
Yeah, so old fits line up across the board there. $1,500 for a Michter's 10 rye. $4,000 on a Blanton's Gold.
It's 36.
Okay, I got the craziest price I've ever seen right here though. $1,200 on a Peerless. $35.99 on a Blanton straight from the barrel. Like, who would $600 on a Stag Junior? $4,000 on an Old Forester birthday bourbon. The price is all over the board. It's loud in there and you can't really hear them through the glass. So I really wanted to ask some questions as to why you put a Blanton's Gold for like $4,000 above a BTAC. I understand having it marked up, but like why some of them are like crazy random? Is it just to start a conversation? Is it because you don't want to sell them? I don't understand the pricing. I don't get it. But I think that's gonna conclude our bourbon hunt. I've been reading a lot of the comments. I see a lot of y'all worried about my health in the comments. I appreciate your concern. Thank you for that. But you got nothing to worry about. I'm extremely healthy. I'm just fat. And we're working on that. We're making some progress. We got about 12% of our goal down. Only thing wrong when I went and had all blood tests, had all the calcium tests, scored a 0 on that. Like, absolutely perfectly healthy. No issues whatsoever. The only issues I have is I weigh too much and I got psoriasis. Y'all see my beard dandruff. Not a lot I can do about that. That's hereditary, right? My face just dries out. Other than that, other than my beard dandruff, y'all don't give me too much of a hard time in the comments, but I think you're gonna see some changes this year. Things are going really good. Had a little bit of time at home to kind of get some things jump started, making big progress there. So again, appreciate y'all's concern. You got nothing to worry about. We're gonna do some more bourbon hunt in the Las Vegas area tomorrow. I'm gonna head up into some of the Richie Rich neighborhoods, Henderson, places like that, see what the stores look like up there. So look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Oh, and for old time's sake, hit me with a bottle kill down in the comments.